Alright, this is the tutorial for the second workout of my bodyweight series. This is going to be the same protocol as the first one as far as the timing goes. It's going to be 1 minute on, 30 seconds off as you go through all 4 exercises in the circuit, and then 1 to 3 minutes rest at the end, 3 to 5 rounds depending on how you're feeling, how your conditioning is before you did this. So let's get right into it. The first exercise is an inverted press. We're going to go hands and knees on the ground. And basically, you're just going to rock back as far as you comfortably can. Feet are tucked underneath you yourself, so your toes are underneath and they can push in. You're going to reach your hands out straight away, and basically, you're going to lift your knees off the ground and push your butt back towards the ceiling behind you, like you're aiming for the corner of the room. Big note here is that your heels are going to stay as high in the air as you can keep them. So as you go up, you're not going to let them fall. You're going to keep them high up like that as you go. And the reason for this is I don't want a ton of tension in the hamstrings limiting you as far as the stretch. You're actually going to use these muscles to help you perform this exercise. So what's going to happen from here is I'm pushing through the palms of my hands, pushing my chest down. I got my heels high, pushing my butt back towards that corner of the room. And now I'm going to pull my elbows back towards my knees or my hips and start pulling my head towards the ground. And from here, push through your toes, push through the palms of your hands, and back up. I recommend performing these nice and slow, focusing on tension, especially on the way down, to make sure those elbows are straight behind you and not flaring out to the side. Now, if this is hard for you, or you don't feel capable, perfectly fine, push your butt back even more, and you're going to do a shorter rep. So now, much more of the weight is in my legs. I stick my butt higher in the air, much more of the weight comes down on my arms. So those are ways to progress, regress yourself based on your capabilities. So after that, we're going to go into a lunge with what I call a W rotation of the arms and a rotation of the trunk. So for short, I call it a Lunge W rotation. We're going to get what I call T-Rex arms right here. We're going to go into a lunge. From here, you're going to bring your arms back and out to the side, about 45 degrees or so. And right now I'm pushing back this way, my shoulder blades are squeezed, and then I'm going to turn towards the front leg. As I turn, this leg is squeezing in a little bit, my back leg is driving down, or my back knee is driving down towards the ground. So this leg squeezes in as I rotate, back leg drives down, active back foot. Arms are up to here, stand up, back to T-Rex arms. Now we go to the other side, down, pull back, squeezing the shoulder blades, front leg squeezes in, back leg drives down, rotate to the side, come back up. And we're just going to alternate that for the entire minute. Exercise number 3 is a sumo squat. So if I were to get my normal squat stance here, I'm going to rotate my feet out to the side. You may even get a little wider on this depending on how your ankle mobility is. I have very good ankle mobility, so I can go really close. But I'll go out wide for this. The key here is to keep your knee towards the outside of your foot and your hips right over your heels. So I'm actually going to pull down with my hamstrings while my knees are pulling back. I'm going to keep the insides of my feet on the ground. So I'm moving like this. I'm really pulling down through here as I roll my knees back, pushing my hips forward. What we don't want to see is breaking the hips here and coming up. Do your best to stay upright, unless you have a big limitation in your ankle or something, or you have some knee pain. If you have knee pain, go even wider, because this will prevent your knees from going forward over your toes while you're still learning to activate your hamstrings, the back of your legs when doing this exercise. So again, I'll show you from the side just so you can see the difference of the knee. So if I'm doing it wrong, see how my knee is towards the front side of my foot. That's what we don't want. We want the knee pulling back this way as my hips are over. And so I'm really opening up the groin area, really using the glutes, quads, and now I'm in a better alignment. Same protocol there, we're going to do that for a minute. And then we're going down to the ground, we're going hands and knees into what's called a low bear position. Now from the low bear, the knees are just going to float a little bit here, creating tension to the ground. First thing you're going to try is just alternating a leg. Now, if when you alternate that leg, you already feel unstable or your body is trying to twist or shake, that is the level that you're going to work at for now. Once you master that, Then you're going to opposite arm and leg, trying to maintain level spine, level hips as you alternate. And we're going to do 5-second holds here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's all 4 exercises, and I'll take you through a round of each of them in the next segment.